Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I hope you will join me in a little journal with me session while I work on my latest journal, which is called Sylvia's Estate. And what I have done for this one is I have included a lot of items that I have found and that you might find at an estate sale. And I have some digital papers that I've included to make the signatures, but there's also a lot of authentic things that I have collected through going to estate sales and thrift stores and things like that. So this is the book. It is an old vintage reader cover that I gutted and made a new spine because the spine was in terrible condition, and it was also just a little, 3/4 inch spine. So I put a new spine on it. It is covered with a piece of drop cloth on the spine area, and on the front I have some corrugated cardboard that I made to look kind of like a tin roof. And this is Sylvia, and this is like a legal document for a power of attorney, and it's got her signature on the front. And then there's a rusty key and this rusty clip up here. And I just think that the cover turned out really cool. And you can see it's going to be good and squishy. I've got some page layouts that we're going to do today to finish it up. So when you open it up, the first thing that you have is this spread, which has this gentleman in here. It has part of a hunting and fishing license in here. And there is a tag. If you take this off, there's just a tag that is made with a masterboard that has some original ephemera. And there's a pocket here just to slide that down into. The digitals that I'm using, all the photos that you see for the most part, these that look really grungy, are from Sweet Pea Curiosities. And then there is some grungy sewing paper that you will see in here. Let's find one of those that looks like this. It is by Vintage Vibes Paper Co. Also on Etsy. All these are on Etsy. And then the other two kits, which are called Grungy Attic and Flea Market, Grungy Flea Market or something to that effect, are by Digital Scrap Helper. There's also some other photos in here that are by Sam Poole, and anything else that I can think of as we go through, or that stands out to me, I will try to point them out. So I just did a side tuck here, and it's got a photo in it, and it's got a photocopy of a 1940 driver's license that I found at a sale. And it's just a side tuck, and I put one of my rusty little birds down here in the corner. So let's flip through to the first. This is just a tuck that has a vintage mathematical card in here. And there's also another little tuck here. This is from the original reader that I gutted this book for. Trying to find this spread I did for the 50 Stack Challenge number 4. It was the art prompt, and it just has a tuck there with an envelope that you can fold out and write inside, and it has this adorable picture that you can write on the back of. That is one of Sweet Pea Curiosities. And this page I need to do. I haven't figured out what I'm doing there yet, other than I know I'm using this kind of cookie bag or french fry bag that's going to go there, but I don't know what's going to go in that one yet. This is kind of a baby spread. I've got a tag that I made with some vintage items, and you will see that I did do some actual stitching in this journal. This is an original photo that I had tucked down in there, and then this is a original shower little gift card thing, and you can fold that out like that and write inside. And then over here we have a belly band that has another original photo, and it has another little baby congratulations, and you can fold that out and write in there. And it's just stuck in behind the belly band. Okay, and there's one of the tabs I made the other day. This was also for my challenge, the Color Combo 2024. And we'll go ahead and glue that down. I may need to trim that off just a tad. So let me trim the edge of that off. And we'll glue that one down. Yep, that should be good. I'm going to glue it down as a pocket so we can stick the other photo and map behind it. Flip this over so I can get some pressure on it from the back side. And then we'll stick our map and our other photo with the key back down in there. Okay, so there's that one done. Here we have the, I saw it on Pinterest that I did the other day. This was inspired by Susie at Shabby Soul. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, next we have this, which I'm going to make a little pocket out of. These pockets are by Sweet Pea as well. I think they're really cool. They're envelopes, grungy envelopes. And I'm going to glue that down. Okay, and then I've got some, I'm going to put these little florals over here. And this is just out of a flower book. And I just kind of kiss cut because it was too difficult to fussy cut this one. And then we have this little paper doll girl, and I cannot remember for the life of me what kit this is out of, but it is a scrapbook paper maker. And I will try and find who it is. Because I don't have any of the scrapbook paper anymore, I don't think. But this is part of the kind of ephemera kit that went with it. And I did not put any glue on her head, so that there's still a pocket behind there. And then I'm going to put this little number down here. And this is Tracie Fox at Love Junk Journal. Alright, for this one I have a postcard digital that I've just put a butterfly on and a stamp on and stamped it. This is from Tracie Creations. And I'm going to put that in there. And then this is an original ephemera piece that is for a confectionery in Richmond, Virginia. And it has a little handwritten note on the back of it. So we're going to put it down in here like this. Okay, so that page is done. Got an up tuck or a little corner pocket here that I put a button and some little Tracie labels on, and it has a double page of a 1906 almanac that I've just folded and stuck up in there. And here's the other side of that tuck. It has some original ephemera as well. This is for Pottery and Glass Merchant. And this is out of like a woman's little how-to magazine that I had, and it's how to make soaps. Lye soaps, olive oil soaps. I just thought it was interesting to stick up in there. And then on this side, we have a little tuck, and it has some S&H green stamps and one of the little tea bag tags that I made. Just stuck in there. This is a order form from an equipment company, and it's got some like articles on the inside about how to do different things, how to get your plans for whatever you're going to build. Okay, and then we come to in between the first two signatures. This one is kind of bridal inspired. This is Louisa Heinzel. This is Tim Holtz. This is the photocopy of the actual marriage certificate that I have. It's really cool. 1915. What's the date on that? So I just have it stuck in there. You can journal on the back of it. And then over here, I have a glassine envelope that has another little greeting card inside that says congratulations. And this one also folds out so that you could have journaling in there. And it has, I left this in the sleeve because it is so fragile, but it's how you can get a free heavy gold wedding band, and it has the order thing on the back, and if you read it, it says, they'll send you 12 packages of postcards, and you're to sell them for 10 cents each. And then once you sell them all and you collect your $1.20 and mail that $1.20 back to them, they'll send you this gold-filled wedding band. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then over here is just a collage. So I just have this stuck up under here, but I didn't want it to rip. So I left it in the original plastic. And if you get this journal, you can remove it, of course, if you want to. And then this is a little prom deck, Tim Holtz thing that says prom deck, your deck chair is number 9. For, like, they went on a cruise or something for their honeymoon. So that's that spread. And then now we're going to do this one. For this one, I have a pocket that I have made out of an old apron. And it had this really cool rickrack on it. And I stitched it to a piece of lightweight cardstock so it'd have some more strength to it rather than just the fabric. So we're going to glue that down now as a pocket. And I'm going to go up this side too because the cards I have to go in there are not real big. And it'll just hold it better, I think. And I'm going to put it in such a way that that rickrack is going to stick over the edge just a little bit. And I just used art glitter glue because it is paper on the back. If it was just the fabric, I would use Fabri-Tac probably. So there's our cute little pocket. And then in that pocket, I've got a photocopy of a 1888 calendar that I'm going to ink the edge of here real quick, since it's a photocopy. We're going to put that in there. And then this is a Tim Holtz piece. I used it for the yellow. And stick that in there. And then on this side, I'm using one of Sweet Pea's photos. I already inked that. And I'm going to glue, this is an envelope, so I'm going to glue it just on this page. I'm not going to wrap it around. So, when I meant to grab something to cover that up, I'll do that in just a second. So I'm going to put glue on the flap. glue it down. And I put this paper that's underneath it is like what is in a photo album, old photo albums that had stuff in between the pages. That's what that is. So it's just, I left it kind of overhanging in some spots. And then I stitched her on with this piece of zipper down at the bottom. And I'm going to put these couple of tags on, labels on here. And I have this little cluster that I did to go down here at the bottom. So this is a Tracie Fox label that says "Kiss Me Goodnight." And then this one is blank, but I'm going to put some kind of stamp on it. I think a number or something. And I'm going to go ahead, no, I'm not either. I was going to say I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I probably can. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down so it can be kind of drying. While I search for something. It's raining here today, and my voice is really gravelly because of the rain. Okay. What do we want to put over that envelope? I am trying to put my pen in. Okay. Let's see. I've got some coffee dyed paper, graph paper. Maybe we'll do that because then you could still write on it, but it's not. But it's got a little bit of character. You know what I'm saying? It's not just plain. So if we do it about right there. And then about right there. Alright, so you see my measuring. About right there. That'll work. That'll work. About there. See how close I came. Okay. Alright, so let's glue that down. Get my glue book here. I'm bound and determined to get this journal finished today. And like I said, it's raining, so it's not like I can do much else. And the hubby is watching hockey. So it's a good time to just be up here working on journals. Alright, so there is that. Now, don't want to lose my things. I do want to eat this. I should have thought about that before I glued it down, but I didn't. Okay. So now we can stamp something on our little tag here. Not that one. Let's do note. And I'm going to do it as a second generation stamp because the stamping on the other one is so faint. I don't want it to overpower the other one. Yep, that's good. I just don't want it to be blank. You know what I mean? Alright, so now we're going to put one right here. And then one kind of like that. Okay, so now we have a little flippy made out of an envelope that you can put another journaling card or paper or whatever you want to down in there. And we've got a pocket over here with some more journaling cards in it. So I think that's cute. All right, so moving on. This is just like a white pharmacy bag kind of thing that I did some stamping on, and there's a photocopy of certificate shares in here. There's a little bit room for journaling, but it is two-sided, so there's not a lot, but I just think it's really cool looking. And I only have one of these, so that's why I did a photocopy. Because I'm sure I'll use it in another journal. And then over here, this is just a tuck. This is an original American Express traveler's check thing, and it's for a crate of turkey. So it was 76 cents, and it's dated 1918. And I thought that was kind of cool. So it's just kind of tucked behind this little corner tuck. Or tuck. It's not a corner tuck. Then we have this spread that I did for the buttons. For 50 Stack Challenge, the button prompt. And, okay, now we're going to do this page. And this page is a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to make a double pocket out of this bank savings account register that I have that is original, and I took a couple of the pages out of it, and I'm gonna put this on the back, and then I'm gonna make a pocket with this one and a pocket with this one, just because I thought that was kind of cool looking. So, and I could make a pocket there too. So let's see, how do I want to do this? So I'm going to, can I say so any more times today? We're going to put this one down first. And then we're going to glue this one down, and I am going to go across the bottom to close them up on the bottom as well. And then I'm going to close this one. And this is pretty sturdy paper that is in pretty good condition, so I'm not worried about having to put extra backing or anything like that on it. The ephemera that I'm putting in the pockets is quite white, so I'm not worried about it tearing it up too much. Alright, so there is our pocket. Now, as far as to go in the pockets, I have a postcard from Tracie Creations. Sorry, I'm knocking things over. And I'm going to put this stamp on here. Okay, so that can go probably in the bottom one. Yeah. And then I have, this is a Southern Pacific ticket from Station Stamp to Oakland Pier. And I can't tell what, there's a station stamp on there, but I can't tell what it says. But it's dated April 18th, 1945. So that can probably go in this one. May have to go like that. Okay. And then I have this Tim Holtz stamp, obviously. And it is a railroad ticket that I just stamped on some colored cardstock. And it's that cardstock that has kind of a linen-y kind of finish to it. I think that makes really cool tickets because you can take your little sander and you can sand it and it'll take off some of the paper. And it makes these tickets look really authentic. because they have that linen finish, I guess it picks up, you know, it grinds off the kind of raised areas. But I think it makes them look really cool. And then I always like to take my little bitty hole punch, and over here I punch, wrong side, holes like the tickets have been canceled. Okay, so we can put that in there. Excuse me. And then I'm going to do this photo and this one. And I am going to back that because it's just printed on printer paper. I may put it on this. I think I'm going to put it on this masterboard piece, so it can be written on the back of. And I'm just going to tear it. So it'll fit. Just like that. Then I'm going to glue it down. Ta-da. And we have just a little journaling card there. Go in the pocket. I'm going to switch these because I want to see the red of that a little bit. So we'll switch them around. Alright, and then I've got just this little Tracie label that I'm going to put down here at the bottom just to add a little bit of interest to the bottom of this bottom pocket. Get a new glue page. That one's getting sticky icky. Alright, and then I think I want to do a red stamp on here. Let's do received. Just like that. Let me get my archival ink. Oops. All right, let's do, I think I want to do lumberjack plaid, I think is the color I want. I'm going to stamp it on my glue book first to make sure this is the red I want. I don't want to stamp it and then find out it's not. Yeah, that'll work. That bird will fly, as my dad used to say. Okay, do we need a red over here? I'm thinking maybe we do. So, let's do this big approved. I'm going to stamp it on my book as well because I've not used this one before. So I want to make sure that it's primed before I stamp it. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see. I want to make sure that I get a good stamp. You can see how fat this is. Very good. All right. So, did we get everything except for the cookie bag page? And then there's the back pocket, and it has an original greeting card and an original postcard, and then I made this little tag with the masterboard. This is Louisa Heinzel, and this is an original Sears and Roebuck Chicago World's Fair picture from 1933. Probably need to glue this little tuck on the bottom. Apparently I just glued the sides, and that's just going to slide right out the bottom. All right. think that's it, guys, except for this page. And maybe sticking in some more original stuff, but I really don't know. I don't want it to be too, because at this point I think that once it breaks in, it will lay pretty flat. So I don't want it to be too gator mouthed or anything. If I could think of something real quick, we'd go ahead and do this one, but the premise is to put this on here as a pocket and then find something cute to embellish it with. This little couple's cute. But I can't work on the fly like that, unfortunately. I'll change my mind. There's an original piece of ephemera I can put in somewhere. This is a digital, but I could put it in there, in the pocket. And that gives you another big old journaling page on the back. So that could go in there. And then, what else? I've got this adorable little, look, to Dad on Valentine's Day, and it says, I love you, and then it says, to Daddy from Betty, Joy, and Barbara. Isn't that cute? I'm afraid it's going to get torn up, though, so I didn't put it in the journal until I can figure out how to keep it from getting all ripped up. What else do I have? I've got a mesh drawer tag I could stick in there. Maybe I could put them on there. That would be cute. This is Tim Holtz photo. So that can go, or that could go, if I made another little tuck on the front of that bag, it could tuck here. Maybe make a tuck out of a piece of fabric or ribbon. I'm thinking out loud, guys, now. See, I've got pinky colors over there, but I've got some red picking. I just think that's too much with the pinky color I've got over on the other side. maybe I'll just have to let you guys go and figure it out. I could do something like that. I could do that, and then do a button, since we have buttons over on the other page. And, oh, I've got one of those little, I've got a flower. This. That I made for the sewing journal. It's got the pins on it. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. I like the flower there though. Maybe a couple little buttons. Let me see how long we've been going. Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys go. We've been going about 54 minutes or so. But this is a general idea, and this will be my final layout for this journal. So, yay, I'll get to list it this weekend, and I will do a flip-through video when I get it all done, and so you can see the whole thing without me just kind of flipping back and forth through it. So let me know what you think about this one. I'm really happy with it. It's full of things that I love, so that always makes it seem like it goes really quick when you're making one, and you've got it filled with all kinds of ephemera that you like. So let me know what you think, and I will see you guys back on Tuesday for the Color Combo Challenge. And until then, everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm back for the flip through of Sylvia's estate journal. I am just tacking this on the end of the Journal With Me video, so if you're not interested in the flip through, then please feel free to just stop where you are, and I will see you back on Tuesday. If you are interested in seeing the full final flip through, then we're going to get started. So this is a hardcover journal that is made with a vintage primer, reading primer, that I have put a new spine on and fashioned the cover to kind of emulate going to an estate sale and what you would find, you know, if you went to an estate sale. And then the reason that I came up with Sylvia is this little stamp that I put right here. It says Sylvia White. And this is a copy of a power of attorney letter up here. And I've got a vintage key here. And this digital is from Sweet Pea Curiosities. And this is just corrugated cardboard that I tried to make look like a faux tin roof. So this is covered with tea-dyed drop cloth where I do my tea dye, and this is the grunginess that was made from laying my papers down on the drop cloth. Measurements. It is 5.5 by 7 3/4, and it is 1 3/4 inches thereabouts thick. All right, so when you flip it open, this is the first spread. The photos that you see in here are by Sweet Pea Creations. The other two digitals that I used are, actually there's 3. Grunge Sewing by Vintage Wise Paper Co. and Grungy Attic and Flea Market from Digital Scrap Helper. And both of those are, all 3 of those, Sweet Pea as well, are on Etsy. So I just did a corner pocket here that's got a photo of an old truck. It's got a copy of a 1940s driver's license that I have the original of, and my rusty little bird that I made. These pockets are by Sweet Pea as well. And then this is just a tag made with a masterboard and one of Sweet Pea's photos. And this is an original hunting and fishing license, or part of it. It was in a box of something that I got, and it was just a partial. So I thought it was kind of cool. There are some coffee dyed papers in here, but mostly digitals. And like I said, it's those 3 kits that I told you about. There's a little tuck here with a mathematical card in it. This is from the original book that I used the cover for. I just wanted to include a page from the original book in the journal. The coffee dye paper and this pink paper are from Godspeed on Etsy. So if you see any of those, that's where they're from. This is the spread that I did for art, the art prompt for Crafty Cat for her 50 Stack Challenge 4. And it's just got a tuck there with a journaling card in the back. And then over here, it's got an envelope that will fold out completely that you can write on the inside of. So it's kind of a faux envelope, I guess. There are pages that are blank in here. Not blank, but, you know, for writing. I intentionally did not put any pockets or anything on them. This is the page that I was working on at the end of where I ended the video before, and this is what I ended up with. It's got a digital receipt in the bag. It's got this little journaling card here that's made from masterboard. This fabric and this little piece of fabric is flour sack material, and it's got a little button, and this is an original piece of German scrap ephemera there. And then I just put the lace on its belly band and stuck the tag down in it. And I think that came out really cute. You'll see 3 of these page tabs that I made the other day after Louisa Heinzel's make. There's 1 in each signature. So there's 3 of those. This is the baby spread that's got the vintage baby cards, congratulation cards, and the shower cards that both fold out so that you can write on the inside of them. And then I made this little tag with a little vintage deer and some Baby's Opera, I think is the name of the book that I took that music from. And this one is stitched. You will see some of these tags and stuff have been stitched and some of them have not. It just really is random. I didn't do them all, but I did do more than I usually do for stitching. More of the digitals. There's the second tab. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze. There, these are some original receipts that I put in there. Here's our little Gone to the Smoky spread that I did for Color Combo 2024 for the black and the semicircle. And it's got the cool car photo there and a key and this photo of the black bear, and there's a map of Sevier County back there. I just put this is a piece of a quilt topper. It's pretty old. It was a cutter quilt, and so I just wanted to include a piece of that in there. This is the I saw it on Pinterest make that I did this week. And more writing room. You can see even these digitals are light enough to write on. Here's this little spread I also did in the video that I just ended. This is original. This is a Roxy Creations that I just embellished. And then we've got our little corner tuck here that's got an original 1906 Baltimore Almanac in it. Double page. So you can leave that in here, or you could take it out and use it in another journal collage, whatever you wanted. Same with these. These are both originals. This one's How to Make Soap, and this one is a Pottery and Glass advertising card. And then over here we have a tuck with some S&H green stamps in it, and a little tag that's made out of a tea bag. And this, of course, is Tim Holtz. This is an original order form for ordering plans to make your equipment, mainly like tractors and plows and stuff like that, but it's kind of cool. And then here's the wedding spread that I discussed earlier in the video. So I won't go through that in great detail again, other than to tell you I did leave this in the plastic. Sorry. I am going to sneeze. Sorry about that, guys. I can feel it coming. It just won't surface. There we go. Okay. Now maybe we can get over all that. So this is a very fragile piece. I would suggest that you leave it in here in the plastic. Because I'm afraid that it would break if you didn't. And then this is Tim Holtz ephemera that I backed, so you can write on it, and the copy of the marriage certificate. This is Louisa Heinzel. And more writing room, and then this is the page we did earlier with the apron. I just love this, the way this came out. And I did stitch around this one. And it flips out, and then you can put another journaling card in there if you want. And I have ink on me, don't I? And then here's the third little tab. And this is a page out of an old women's sewing book that shows different stitches, but it also has stuff like Ham's vegetable compound and stuff like that. But the reason that I put this page in here, it says, women are the shoppers of the nation. They lay out their husbands' wages thriftily and deny themselves comforts that the family may enjoy the best of everything. Isn't that the truth? So, anyway, I thought that was kind of cute, so I put that in there. This is from an old Shakespeare book. And it was one of these where you could read Shakespeare every day. And it had, you know, quotes from different Shakespeare plays that you could read to yourself every day. So I thought that was kind of cool. The first one says, speak freely what you think. So, I don't know about that. I think we do that a little too much these days, but that's a whole other subject. Okay, this is like a pharmacy bag, and it has a stock certificate shares photocopy in here. I have the original one of these, and this is the photocopy, which I think looks kind of cool. So I just wanted to put that in there. I actually got that at an estate sale, the original. And then this is Traveler's Check, and as I said before, it is for a crate turkey, 76 cents, and it is dated 1918. And it is just in that little tuck. And then here is our 50 stack challenge number 4, the buttons prompt. And it has, this is Sampool. And then there's just a button card that's made into a little tag there. And then this tag is made out of a vintage sewing pattern instructions. And it is back with the pink dyed paper on the back, so you can write on it as well. And on this side, we have this little journaling card that has some lace and things on it, and it is dyed or backed with the pink dyed paper. And I did sew around this one and did hand stitching. You got a double whammy on that one. This is the page we just finished with the handsome gentleman there in uniform, and railroad ticket, a postcard, this is original here. It says 419, 1945 on that one. So it is old as well. And of course we made the pockets out of the 1950s savings account book. This is a page out of it's called Work of the Masters. I think it's the best. Let me turn it over on the other side. The Best of World's Classics. And this particular page is The Illness and Death of Lady Scott by Sir Walter Scott. So I just thought that had a great patina, and so I just put that in there. You can use it in collage or masterboard or whatever. And then here's the final spread with the greeting card front. Now this particular greeting card was in my scrapping stuff that I got at the Outer Banks, and they had taken all the rest of the card off and just kept the front with pretty flowers. So, and then there's a journaling card in there, and it has, this is an original 1933 Chicago World's Fair. Shows the Sears and Roebuck building, and this is Louisa Heinzel digital, and then this is original postcard. And it says, "Hello there, when are you coming to see me?" And it has a 1-cent stamp on the back, and it was going to Miss Janie Lay in Athens, Tennessee. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I like the colors with what else I had in this pocket, so I am including that there. So there it is, all done, finished. So I will be listing this probably this evening. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. I don't think that I'm going to put any kind of closure on it, because I'm going to set a heavier book on it, and I think that once, because it has a floating spine here, I think once that it gets all broken in, you know, and has been opened and closed some, that it's gonna be pretty much flat. It's a little gator mouth, but you know, it's not bad at all. And I think once everything gets all broken down a little bit, that it's going to be great. So I'm not going to put any kind of closure on it, I don't believe. So I hope you like that. And again, let me know if you have any questions. And I'm really going this time. And I'll see you all on Tuesday. Bye.